can't believe it. It's really working. It's working. At least it should be.
Welcome to the All-Western New York Radio Network.
What the fuck are you doing?
Buckle in, strap on, and get ready.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
The time has come.
Just tell me where the fuck you want us to go.
It's the Noah's Ark Show! All right! Yeah! Woo! With Noah Gilkey, your host, Eyeballs! And your co-host, Kyle!
Planet Nutsack.
George!
Not much of an artist, more so as a performer and just a general idiot on stage. So,
And Joe!
You know, there were 5 of us last week. Now there's 4 of us. It's like we had a hand and we cut off a thumb.
Oh!
No, you didn't.
Oh, no, you did! Oh, shit!
wow.
What did I say?
women and children are going to be involved, and dogs are going to be, sodomized, and it's going to be a terrible evening for everybody. So,
welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, I think that you will. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Noah's Ark. It is Wednesday and roughly around 6 o'clock.
For the record,
Yes.
Yes, I did.
You did what?
Oh, yes, I did.
What'd you do?
I made a thumb reference in the intro that you play every week. And you keep saying, no, you didn't. Yes, I did.
He did it, but we won't talk about the dark past of the Noah's Ark show. Instead, we'll talk about this week and what's happening. First of all,
we'll talk about the dark present of the Noah's Ark show.
Dark present. You can call the show at any time. 716-402-4218 is our phone number, live to the studio here.
Our band of the week is filing in.
Band of the week is here. Cosmic Shakedown coming in studio. They've got drums, they've got guitars, they've got things happening. We're going to make magic. We're going to make magic happen. I remind listeners, if you are listening on the web stream, please click over to the Radio Destiny Media Player or the Ustream, where you will get much finer quality audio.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And why would you not want finer quality audio with the great radio program that we have here?
That's right. You don't want to miss a thing through the...
I promise you we will not be talking in depth about the Civil War again this week.
No! Why not?
Because nobody wanted to hear that crap last week.
Oh, man. Nobody ever wants to hear our historical discussions.
We'll also not be talking to the Last Vegas. I promise you this show will be better than last week's.
We're in no danger, I think, of ever speaking to the Las Vegas again.
Especially if they heard the interview last week. Oh, jeez.
We love them. Go see them. Nietzsche's.
That was this past Saturday.
Oh, okay, you already
can stop
missed
sucking
it.
up now.
Sorry.
The show already passed. Tread's not going to kill you if you make fun of him.
Gentlemen, grab some headphones, grab some microphones, file right on in here and make yourselves at home.
Indeed.
Get comfortable and snuggle up.
Enjoyed the Las Vegas as much as we did, by the way.
Did you guys enjoy the Las Vegas?
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Chad Cherry is quite the man of few words.
Yes.
Which makes an interview very interesting. He sounded like he had a lot of great stories, but he just didn't want to tell them.
Tell us some stories from the road. And he says, well, I saw a guy die once. Oh, tell us about that. No, I don't want to talk about that.
No, we're not going to talk about the guy that died.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Why do you want to talk about the guy that died? That's all we want to talk about now.
Don't bring it up if you don't want to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
He wouldn't do it. He would not talk about the guy that died, unfortunately. So that leaves us wondering. I don't know. Did he kill the guy? Did he...
He might have.
He may have had some part in it, which is why I didn't want to discuss it.
We'll find out next time when they come around.
Next time we will find out. We will track them down. Grab some microphones there, gentlemen.
If they hear that interview from last week, they might not want to come
Get up close and personal with those microphones. Let's go around the room here and have you guys introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about what you do for the band and your rank and your mission in life.
I am rank number 1.
So ranked number 1.
Now, do you guys agree with that?
Oh, we don't have to talk
I
about
think it's
that.
still up for debate, actually.
Writing this down.
for
Number
debate.
1 is
Okay.
Josh.
We're all number one wide receivers.
We're all Stevie
One
Johnsons
A,
here.
one B, one C.
So that still puts you in first.
Yeah, well, obviously. Yes. Yes, I am Josh Gartley. I am one of the 2 brothers in the band. I am creative director. No, I'm just kidding.
He's kind of looking at you like, you're what?
Yeah, I make
the
all the
creative part come
decisions.
from?
Now I play guitar and vocals and do writing. We all collaborate, so, you know.
See, he does guitar and vocals. That's what makes him the number 1 guy, right?
Yeah, because everybody wants to watch Josh. That's the way it always goes.
Well, we're both singers on this end of the table, so we'll agree with that assessment.
We get
Oh,
that.
that's like that.
Well, I'm Larry. I'm the bass player. I'm Josh's brother, older and wiser brother, by the way.
Up for debate.
I'm referred to as the band dad, bass player, and backup vocal. So I know I'm pretty much standing in the background most of the time, just holding the groove down. Shay knows how that goes.
Yep, I too am in the background.
Hey, get right up in that mic. We can't hear you.
I too am in the background, and I play drums. My name is Shay, S-H-E-A, Rayan, R-A-Y-H-N. It's spelled wrong on the record, but that was our fault. We proofread it too.
There was a
so, you
mistake.
know. Yeah.
I think the band dad will take.
You're looking at that like something doesn't look
Yeah.
right. I just can't put my finger on it.
It was really magnified once it was actually big, you know. I looked at it on my phone at first. I was like, yeah, it's cool. Looks good, you know.
You're just looking at the cover art. You don't care about that.
right.
And then you get it like, who the fuck is Shy?
Shia Raheen. I
Shiloh.
went from a white guy to an Indian guy. It was like a
Shia LaBeouf. When did he replace me on drums?
No, I got a unique name. I've been getting tons of weird ones for years.
And
That's what I do. I slap the skins, man.
I think I hear Tony
I
actually.
was saying, I think one of your guys is missing, right?
He's making his fashionably
Here-
late
here he
entrance
comes.
right now. Actually, Oh,
He
there
made it.
Tony's a diva. Tony's a diva.
So he'd be the number 4 guy then. I mean, if you're number 1. And
Tony would argue you saved the best for last, but I guess we would have to argue against that.
he makes the fashionably late entrance.
Come on and join us, Tone.
Tony.
Right up to the
Up,
mic.
Tone.
Welcome.
You know the
yes,
drill.
grab the headphones.
Put some cans on.
Get your grill right up into that microphone. Tell us a little
Hey.
bit about yourself.
I love short walks on the beach as opposed to long ones.
That's good. That's good.
No, yeah, I don't know. I play guitar and I sing in Cosmic Shakedown. So I got that going for me.
Tony Nash. Best name of the group, though.
Man, a few words.
Can't spell that one.
That's not a
Can't spell that
stage
one.
name.
Can't spell that one wrong. Yeah.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
You
All
get
right,
the next
well-
album cover back and it says Tommy Nash. Who the fuck is that? Who's proofreading this shit? God damn it.
Yeah, we need an editor, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad when your name gets spelled wrong. The liner notes of your own
yeah.
album.
Yeah, that's right.
We figure, when we put out the updated version of it, maybe we'll change it to the right way.
the special press, the colored vinyl.
Remix 20 years later, you know.
My recommendation, one word: Hondurans. They're cheap. They're easy. They're flowing into Buffalo like you wouldn't believe, and they will work for nothing really.
Well, on
Legally, I can't say they work for nothing because legally they do work for something. But they will work.
All right.
I will make you feel better because on Noah's album here they put the entirely wrong name as the vocalist.
Yes.
I don't know who that guy
Yeah,
is.
that sucks.
I don't know either.
That's not fair.
I don't know how.
Milli Vanilli.
I produced the whole album from start to finish, but somehow this fucker snuck his way in there. The album art
he got a little
stage.
printing press. He's like, Noah Goki, fuck that shit. I wrote this album.
Side note: Hondurans very unreliable.
Yeah, have you heard the show?
cannot be counted on for shit. But you can use them to enhance your head count if you need to, which is what we need to do.
Right.
So, Cosmic Shakedown, welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Tell us about the band. Tell us how you guys got together and got started making music together.
Did we talk to the lawyers? Are we allowed to talk about this yet?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Go ahead.
You all signed the waiver on the way in too, right?
Yeah. Everything's kosher, Tone. Go ahead.
All right. I guess I'll start. Yeah, we all kind of met by chance, by fate. What would you say? Oh.
I think we all knew each other. I don't know.
You all got arrested at the same time.
Yeah, we were all in jail together.
I was kind of recommended to Larry. We were all kind of involved in bands previously in the area and stuff. And I had one that, had fell apart. And this is kind of in that off time where I, trying to get something, trying to find people that still want to go, try to find someone that wants to jam or see where anything goes. I wasn't even sure if I wanted a band, just kind of on a journey exploration. And I kind of was, Larry was recommended to me, and kind of got in touch with him, and everything was born kind of acoustically at first, jamming, and then and then it just kind of.
It blossomed. Yeah,
songs
spring came, the rain.
These guys all grew up together too.
Yeah, I mean,
so then Shay.
Like, I need a drummer.
First choice, only choice, man.
I play drums, dude.
Yeah, I met Larry in October 2nd of 1985.
Yeah, that was the day
after I was born. So we have a long history.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while.
But yeah, we went to school with Shay the drummer. So I've known Shay for far longer than I'd care to talk about.
Yep.
But
I've been an asshole my whole life too.
It's a good answer because then you could just stick. That's a good story to stick to.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm never wrong.
You always go to that.
Right. Yeah, this is actually my first band. They were in bands. It took me till 25 to finally get a band together, and yeah, it's fun. It's
we
really
had to make
good time.
sure he was good enough first.
I had to check him out.
So,
I noticed you gave him that 24-hour waiting period before you met him.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you. We'll let you know later. It was. But
He's like, I have a brother. Do I really want to meet him? You keep that fucker at the hospital for another hour or for another day or two. Let me think about this shit.
So what have you guys been doing since you got together?
Play music, dude.
Yeah, lots of
obvious answer.
Shows.
Lots of local shows. We've been out to Jamestown. That's about as far as we've ventured out so far. We do have a show in Rochester coming up too.
Yeah, we're
in
looking at
October,
Cleveland and places like Pittsburgh and.
Yeah, but a lot of writing.
We do places probably within like 3.
Yeah.
Try to keep it sensible, branch out.
Yeah, definitely.
And then build, obviously.
Yeah,
Where are you going in Rochester?
Monty's Crown.
Monty's Crown.
Yeah, we're playing with Velvet Elvis out there.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't been there, so I'm excited to.
Yeah, it'll be our first time there. We're excited.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we do a lot of writing in our spare time. Like Tony said, we started off kind of as an acoustic thing, so we kind of stick to that with our writing style, and then we bring it to the to the band room and go from there. But yeah, we just did the vinyl, that just came out this month, so we're just promoting that now and just hoping everybody likes it. And
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before about the vinyl. That takes some serious dedication
it
to
does.
release a record.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
But it's more definite than a CD because anyone could spit out a CD.
Yeah.
If you really appreciate music, you'll appreciate a vinyl. Yeah,
that's a good point. It's to be.
Yeah,
Full
definitely.
album.
Come on, our parents all listen to vinyl. I grew up on vinyl records.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nostalgia about it, but there really is. I mean, that was just like CD. Everyone's gotten used to, and now that's even the digital age. Even that's really surpassed. You can argue, but it seems everyone remembers there was a time of imagine listening to like Beatles albums and Zeppelin records and like what you name it, like or putting the band and putting like music from Big Pink on and then like listening to that for the first time, like on vinyl. Like I could see why it's endeared to so many people because it's like. That's a moment.
It's like a moment with.
It's just like
the
we
music.
grew up generations of buying CDs and CD players and
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know though because maybe I'm cynical because I'm still kind of coming out of it. Like I don't really look at CDs as I do vinyl, But maybe that's just because. I don't know. I think there's something different about vinyl that you just can't replicate. You can't replicate on CD.
Get right into that microphone.
Yeah.
Make friends with
the
it.
smell of the vinyl when you open it up and just,
Oh,
putting it on, and hearing the needle, the noise right before the music comes on. It's
That whole
there's something about
experience,
that. Yeah.
I think the first vinyl that I ever heard was Metallica and Justice for All.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You remember it. Like that's sick.
Oh yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, I remember it.
Oh
yeah.
I remember it clearly.
Good, I like you. I like you guys already.
One of several times that Metallica changed my life.
Nice, man.
Metallica, Alice in Chains.
There you go. We can talk about great bands.
Blood,
today.
Sweat, and Tears.
There's not the same vein, but still great.
So where'd you guys do the album?
We did it at Mark Custom Recordings in Clarence.
Sure.
Yeah,
It was an awesome,
We worked with Fred.
awesome experience.
Fred's been he did my
Real
first
cool
band's
dude.
record. And yeah, we love Fred. You know, he knew exactly what we wanted to do, and we told him right away we were doing vinyl. So like, you know, the sound we were so happy with the sound and how it came out. And then we went to Furnace Manufacturing in Virginia for the press, and they actually sent it out to Amsterdam to get pressed, and then they sent it back out here. And we did a test. They gave us test presses, so we got to listen to it firsthand before it was officially done. So
Very cool.
yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, it was a cool experience going and doing all that.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's the first time I had because I've had recording experiences before, but it was never in that professional of like the room. Everything was treated to like, I mean, this whole place was just designed as a studio. It wasn't trying to do home recordings or something like that. And just you kind of realize, I didn't think about it at first, but you realize like halfway through and by the end of it, definitely, how much he has. Wasn't really like, we didn't really have a producer for the record. It was just us kind of, you know, basically just calling all the shots. But like he would still give like tips and point things out, or like, you know, I think you can do that take better, you know, things like that. And
he was honest.
It helped the songs. It helped this. It really, like, I could see where to actually, when you then take on like knowingly, okay, now we're doing a producer, like to really then have it, not just kind of like someone helping you shape everything. That I would be curious to see how that would. You just really get a like you look at all over music and see like, wow, I could see where producer probably came in with that band and like different things. And for better or for worse, I mean, but it does help you focus going through like that experience of making a record that way, and with Fred, the engineer, and you know, kind of this producer guy I'm talking about with us. He was it really showed you that it's pretty powerful what it can do to a band.
He was a magician, yeah.
That's what I mean. It felt like that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, because then you listen back after doing it, and you're like, even if you don't really know if it was different, or he just try, just do it. What I'm saying, just try one take. It can't hurt. And then you listen back, you're like, oh, okay, and it clicks. You're like, with a vocal take, with the guitar recording over a guitar solo, a lot with vocals, because that's something that, it's kind of. The music seems to come really kind of like, definitely not easy, but we're all able to. We got that, a little more natural. Yeah. We've all had like, he's had years, you know, learning bass, and I was fortunate to give like lessons when I started in guitar, and then I kind of went my own route and you know, still grew in my own kind of thing, and he's like, you know, you're self-taught, and so it lends all to a certain dynamic, but the vocals are something you always. It's really hard. It really, and that's another thing. Starting out all this, it really, you get to realize like who's really a singer and who's not. You get to realize like why that person's special, why whatever, and you know, we could just hope to strive to be like, you know, the greats. I mean, you can't if you don't have your sights set there, then I mean, what's the point? But yeah, so I mean, that's another thing we really wanna. And he helped tightness the vocal sound and realizing what was good and where it was working, or hey, you know, that thing you just sung wasn't even in tune. So, we had come to be singing that way the whole time. You know, we had come to, so we don't.
Well, I always
not
say,
that it's out of tune, but like.
I always say, you know, we play together all the time. We think it sounds sweet, you know, but you don't know how
it's
it
hard,
sounds.
It's hard to get a neutral standpoint on
yeah.
yourself.
Good to get that objective voice come in. Who's just like, we want to make this the best it's going to be. You need to tighten this up or change that a little bit.
Exactly.
He's always said good things too. He was like, I really like that part, but you just might not want to
work on the
do
bad
that.
and strengthen the positive. That's like
that's
awesome.
That's the key to being a good producer. You gotta stay positive. If you come out of a take and you're just like, guys,
wow, I can't believe you're putting that shit on records.
How long you guys been playing? Holy shit!
You're done with the take. You look up, he's in there laughing, and then you hear him cue in, and we're like, hey,
he's like,
how was the take? You're like, hold on, I gotta finish laughing. It's like, then you
he's like, I'm getting paid either way, you know.
Yeah. His face it did not lie. Yeah. But we actually I have a funny story about where we recorded. Well, not a funny. It's ironic. I was going to school at Buff State, and there was this kid that I had a class with, long hair. I had long hair. Matt Rutschman. I looked at him like, awesome. Oh, yo, long hair guy. I'm like, we just kind of gave each other a nod. We're like, you're cool. All right, you're all right.
All right, we're smoking weed in the parking lot after this.
Yeah. And he's a trumpet player. Yeah. So like, he's a musician. I'm a musician. We got to talking. He came to see a couple of our shows. semester ended. I hadn't seen him for probably like a month and a half. Hadn't really talked to him. And he texted me one day. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna be at the studio where you guys are recording." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he ends up he's interning for Fred there. And so I ended up having a
he was
good
executive
buddy,
engineer on it, and he got on our
yeah.
record. We understand.
So,
You'll
like,
see it in the back. He's credited.
We had
awesome,
a friend, that
awesome.
already had seen us live, so we kind of had like an idea of what we wanted and what we were doing. So it was really cool to have another guy there too that helped. And so Matt was
That's
another
very
guy
cool.
that really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matt.
Yeah.
And having the 50 years of experience out there at Mark Custom doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's the couple Grammys that they've won. That helps too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the reputation.
He does.
I was blown away.
Big jazz productions. And
I was in. Yeah, I just felt
and bands. And
Sure.
I was humble. I felt just lucky to be. It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good experience.
Yeah.
Very cool. We should get into the album. Where should we begin, gentlemen?
Wherever you want, bro.
We got the album here, Fake American Dream.
Yeah, it's pretty bold, especially in these times.
It's
It's an election year.
Start off with
Fuck that.
the first track is just that. The next Fake American
rad.
Dream.
Yeah, and that sums it up pretty much. If we can get on a bullhorn, that's why it's the first song, and that's why it's kind of the title sake. If we can get on a bullhorn and just had some time to scream something out, it'd probably be like something like this.
Fuck you.
Like it's there's a message. Yeah, it is that, but there's more eloquent ways.
Oh,
of,
yeah. Oh, sorry.
your
Pardon my
heart and
French.
soul. Yeah, you gotta hear it.
All right, gentlemen. Cosmic Shakedown, our band of the week. The song, the next Fake American Dream. Check it out. Cosmic Shakedown, our band of the week here on the Noah's Ark Show. That was the first track from their album Fake American Dream. That one. The next Fake American Dream. Let's talk about this for a second. Hey, whoa, hey. Let's talk about that for a second. The next Fake American Dream and the Fake American Dream, the whole concept. Are we thinking that the American Dream is dead?
Well, if you're an optimist,
Did you kill it?
You could say it's not.
We didn't kill it. It's still achievable.
The Federal Reserve killed it.
It's still achievable. It's achievable, but it comes at a price now. That's all.
Well, it means a lot of things. For me, I just think it's all fucking trash now.
It's expensive.
Not that I don't hate the country. It's nothing like that. It's just I think what people have done in like the whole bipartisan like. You're just picking like one puppet or another puppet, like
lesser of two evils.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
It's
or
always
that you're
yeah.
essentially because you're duped in. First of all, at one time voting might have done something, but I think it's just an act to let the flock think everything is they're having to say. I don't really think.
Yeah, well, you can look at.
I could be totally wrong.
I mean, I completely agree with you 100%. In fact, I've been working on lyrics to my own song about the exact same thing.
I like that you're writing a song
because
about
it's the illusion of choice. Really, I mean, you get two guys, you get the Republican and Democrat, and you got to choose between.
And you think one is really going to change something, and then you
and
convince
the fact of the
yourself
matter
that
is,
one will.
They're essentially the same.
The fact of the matter is, there's other candidates out there, and the media does not want to talk about them because they're not the two main parties.
Ron Paul.
Yeah, Ron Paul. I just heard something. They have the convention.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him in.
There was something. There was a hot mic on, and the guy didn't know he was in the background. There was another Republican candidate, presidential candidate, and he said something. Basically, like, yeah, I'm glad that Ron Paul essentially is being censored and this, like, and he was just talking to someone. So it's like, that shows that there's some kind of conspiracy on some level of people, even in that party, against him or something.
I think,
like, that's fucking ridiculous.
They definitely don't want Ron Paul involved because the man speaks honestly about things, and you can't have that at the Republican convention.
Right, exactly.
Right there, yeah.
I mean, not even just the people are there, but how you get into that position with having just the person who wins the candidacy is the person that spends the most money. Just I don't know. I lost my train of thought because I'm already getting upset.
But it leads to that they're all horseshit puppets.
Exactly.
I mean, the media too
politics,
is an issue, and
but I mean, I've already made my decision that I'm not voting for either one of them. So
there you go.
I'm not voting Romney, and I'm not voting Obama.
It's all homogenized.
It's definitely.
And I've got. Let me make it clear right now that I don't have a problem with Obama as president. I voted for him in the first place, but I mean, the guy hasn't gotten anything done because the Republicans in the House and the Senate, they're like, oh, fuck this guy. We're voting against him on everything.
That's true.
So he hasn't gotten anything done.
Clusterfuck.
So what the fuck am I going to vote for him again for?
Children bickering constantly.
Exactly.
If anything, a lot of shitty things have happened.
I'm voting for Roseanne Barr.
There you go.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Certainly a government of the money and by the money and for the money.
There's no representation.
There's the song title right there.
Yeah.
It's exactly why I have the Injustice for All statue on my arm.
Nice, man. Nice.
I've always refused to ever vote for any Republican or Democrat. I don't know if it'll ever make any difference, but God damn it, you got to do what you believe in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People, I think, want to back them because they want to back a winner. They want to feel like they've got a shot.
They're part of the team. Or
Right. But fuck that. I don't need to be a part of that fucking team.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm a registered Democrat, but if it comes down to it, if I don't like the Democrat candidate and I like the Republican guy, I'll vote for the Republican guy. But it hasn't happened. So
yeah, we'll see.
I let the team go play, and I'll just trust on what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's what I mean. We got to just live our lives anyways. Because there's even opposing it, there still really doesn't have enough.
The way I look at it, and I know it's like a mass. If this happens, mass quantity wise, but the way I look at it, if I don't vote. Is that going to change who fuck president is? No.
No,
but I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying.
No, and that's the other problem. Is this? It's the Electoral College, and we all live in New York. Exactly. So even if we voted for the Republican guy, the Democrat guy is going to win.
Yeah, because it's weird. It's like a rigged game.
I want to add, we've just kind of lost faith, and that's just the saddest thing. Like we were given something amazing with the Constitution and what they did back in the day, and now we're just throwing it all away.
Yeah.
It was originally a republic, and it's for the people. And now we've just kind of twisted everything around, and it's kind of
they're attacking everything. Now. The Bill of Rights. I mean, just watch. The people always talk about the Second Amendment, right to bear arms. Just I guarantee that at one point they're going to want every American citizen to be all their guns turned in.
Run
they
this
already.
country.
Oh yeah,
That's what I mean.
There's no question about that.
And there's a reason they don't want us to have guns. I mean,
it's a socioeconomic fight constantly, and
It is very rigged. You're right about that. The whole thing is rigged, and the government that we function under now is completely different than what the founding fathers envisioned for us and tried to make happen in the Constitution. But the Constitution can be changed over time and fit to mean different things.
Well, I mean,
it's like the phone game, you know.
We've got a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to the Noah's Ark Show. Who are we speaking with?
No. My name is not important to you.
Your name is not important. All right.
Is that a bad Chris Walken?
No. It is an angry man. He's angry at you.
What?
You're angry
I'm
at me.
driving. I stuck behind a slow car. Move, you stupid cunt! Move, you stupid Vespa!
You're driving behind a Vespa? Are you calling us from the past?
Shut your cunt up, bitch!
Is this Christopher Lloyd? Are you in the DeLorean?
Yo, I called to tell you something!
Okay, tell us something there, caller.
I'm gonna sing a song for you!
Okay.
Catchy.
Yo.
Beautiful.
That was awesome.
I was feeling it, bro.
Thank you. Who's your band of the week?
The band of the week this week is Cosmic Shakedown. They're all in studio here with us. Do you have a question for the band?
Yo, how come your cunt sucks so much?
Yes.
I wake up every day with that on my mind.
You should stop writing music, cause you're never gonna get nowhere.
Well, that's a very negative outlook, caller.
I never heard your music.
Then who better to write a review?
I'm there, slap you in your faces.
Oh, jeez.
I slap back. Watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Come and try.
I slap you so hard you turn into a woman.
I am.
Yo, goodbye.
Thank you, caller. Goodbye.
That was awesome.
Oh boy.
Where's your screener?
Old shameless John. An old.
We told you
old
Hondurans weren't
friend.
reliable.
Yes, we have Hondurans screening, but they're all drunk in the corner right now, doing nothing.
Winning.
They're winning.
That's what
Thank
they're
you,
doing.
Charlie. Thank you. The engineers are working.
Someone dropped a glass.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So what do you do now, gentlemen? You just you make music to try to create more
making
enlightenment.
We should
songs.
probably stop. Well, I mean, the last caller.
Yeah, he
don't
really
think I
got
can-
us thinking
I
now.
really can't write music anymore. I'm so.
I didn't
upset
think
right
of it
now.
that way.
I'm
And
depressed.
so
You too can call, ladies and gentlemen, with your questions for the band. 716-402-4218 is our phone number if you can make it past our Honduran call screeners.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Shouldn't be difficult at all. You will go straight to the air.
It's like trying to get through the Buffalo Bills defense.
Oh, come on, man!
too soon.
Not funny.
It's funny to me.
Let's go, Bells.
Bills fans in the room?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Huge.
Let's fucking take this guy down.
Oh no.
It's huge. Oh,
Hey, how'd you guys do in the playoffs last? Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait. That's like numb to us now. We don't. That's been said to me since I was like shit. Teenager.
Yeah, that's
You know?
old. Make a losing in the Super Bowl joke. So timely.
Yeah, right. Bring that one back. The pain's almost over with that one.
What team do you root for?
I'm a Niners fan. So for the past like 10 seasons,
You know
it's
what?
been like as long as they do better than Buffalo, and then last year they made the NFC
You know
Championships.
what? I have no problem with the Niners. Great franchise, and they kind of leave us alone for the most part.
They're playing in October.
Yes. Is that in Buffalo or is that in San Francisco?
In San Francisco, it's at
shit.
That's right. I got buddies going to that game.
I'm going to try to make perfect attendance for the Bills game this year.
All right.
Nice.
I'm going to suffer through every up and down moment. I'm going to get excited, and I'm going to cry when they collapse.
Yes.
All in person this year.
My fantasy football
That's all in
team,
1 quarter.
That could be over the course of 5 minutes for the Buffalo Bills.
My fantasy football team name is Buffalo Blue Balls because they've been blue balling us for quite some time
Very
now.
true.
I have not got off in a while, so yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Buffalo fans' balls are about the color of your guys' gorgeous headphones over there.
The Blue Beauties, I call them.
All right,
we used to have red ones.
Tony's are black. Yeah.
We're bringing the
Yo,
caller
I'm
back in
sorry.
the
Last
line.
time I called, I was a little angry.
You were angry before when you called?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You feel better now?
It's okay.
Everything's okay. Now you can interview me.
All right, I'll leave it up to the band of
it's
the
an
week.
interview.
The band of the week can interview you.
Right.
Let's switch this around. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Where do you live, caller?
Ask me anything you want.
He just did.
Where do you live,
Where do you
caller?
What you say?
He said, "Where do you live, caller?"
I live in an asshole. Can't question that. Next question, stupid.
How are you feeling?
How's the weather in my asshole?
The winter is stink. It sucks down there. Always dicks going in there all the time. Pushing my
I
home.
set myself up for that
Pushing my home in. It makes my house bleed.
Okay.
Interesting. Go on.
So your house is bleeding from repeated penal entry.
Sounds good.
All right.
What the fuck?
What's your next question?
Next question from the band.
Larry?
What do you do for a living there?
What's your name, by the way?
Call them slapjacks.
I
Or
don't
Flappy.
do anything. I live at home all day. I don't do nothing but call up radio stations and bitch.
Yes.
That's true. We can vouch for him on that.
Yeah, you
definitely.
sound like you're good at it.
Do you get paid for that or volunteer service? What's it?
No, you asshole. I don't get paid for nothing. I live off the system.
All right.
Ah.
Let's make him yes.
Make
Yes, the
American
dream is
baby.
alive.
This man is living the American dream. That's
There you
right.
go.
If you got jobs, your job pay for my dinner. I got the full stamp.
I'm sure you do.
Yes.
Nice.
Next question.
Caller,
Final
tell.
question.
No, I have no change for you.
Have you smoked your crack rod yet? Yeah, today. No? Yes, maybe?
Or it leads to a
That's
better
not
question. Do you smoke crack?
My cousin, he smoked the crack rock, and he died. You don't ask me that. What?
Well, that sounds like a funny story.
Well, that's good. That teaches you not to do crack rocks. So.
Don't be like
He
Chad Cherry
died.
and not talk about the guy that died in front of you. We want to know about these
Tell
things.
you now, all of you, you're going to die. Your last song is the last song you wrote because you'll all be dead when I get to you.
Dead or dinner?
Bring it on.
Dead.
Oh, okay, dead.
No.
Tell us,
I'm
caller.
gonna fuck your dead body.
Caller, I have a question for you.
Oh, what?
Speaking of fucking dead bodies, tell us about your first sexual experience.
I fucked the dead body.
I thought so.
Yes. Wow.
I tell you why I found the dead dog in the woods, and I
A dead
he was all
dog?
dead and stanky. So I rolled him into the sun so it heated up nice and warm, and
Okay.
then I spit on my dick and I fucked it in his vagina because it was a girl dog. And then it came back to life and it ate my
Wow,
dick.
this is detailed.
And then I had to kill it.
I think this really
And then-
happened.
Then that's the story of my first time in making love to a woman.
With the dead dog woman, right?
First time is always
It
the
was
roughest.
a long-haired dog, so like a woman.
It sounds like a good strategy, though. You're like a Boy Scout. You're using what you have around you. Use the sun to
he's
cook
always
the
prepared,
beast,
yeah.
and then you spit on your own cock. And,
It's getting too. My throat hurts for talking. I'm going to hang up now. Goodbye.
all right, that's
All right,
probably
take
for the
care,
best.
man. Have a good one.
Thank you for calling, caller.
Throat hurts from
Fuck you.
sucking cock. That's what that is.
Wow. Bestiality and necrophiliac all in the same.
On his first sexual
Wow,
experience.
yes.
Ah.
Wow.
Start off with a
interesting.
bang.
I wonder if he cried after.
Doesn't sound like it.
We'll never know.
No wonder he's
He probably high-fived God. He was like, thank you.
Wow.
All right, now we're all going to tell our first sexual experiences. Let's go around the room.
Yeah, right. Mine was in a hot tub. No.
We do very probing interviews here, and I do mean probing. Probing interviews.
Oh,
in
now you get why the
Ozark Show.
tables are here.
That's right.
Wow.
And now you know why there's plastic on the floor.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm kidding. There's not plastic on the floor for you at home.
There's a foam party.
It's sort of like that.
All right,
yes.
we do get really deep with our questions
We
here
do,
on the
we
show.
do. We like to probe a little bit deeper.
And one question we like to ask every single band that ever comes on the show.
Key question.
Yeah.
This is the most important question you'll ever be asked in an interview.
Most important.
What is the capital of North Carolina?
North Carolina?
North Dakota, I'm
Raleigh?
sorry. North Dakota.
Everybody
I'm
knows
sorry.
Raleigh, North Carolina. What the hell?
I'm tired.
You must be really tired. to go-
Dakota?
North Dakota. What's the
Let's go
capital of
North
North
Dakota.
Dakota? My bad.
Everybody knows Raleigh is the capital. of North-
Saskatoon. Saskatoon.
Sioux City.
So I think it over. Think it over.
Is this Sioux City?
Take a deep breath.
South Dakota?
North Dakota.
You guys discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah, stand up, look around the room, clear your head.
Oh wait, is this?
Don't Google
there
it.
a clue around the
You
room?
can't Google it.
There are no clues around the room.
There's no clue whatsoever.
North Dakota. Huh?
You must pool your mental prowess and come up with a combined Cosmic Shakedown answer to the ultimate question
Oh,
of
man.
questions.
I only know
feel
one.
dumb, but-
I know Sioux City. I don't know if it's at the south or north. Or
Sioux City's in Iowa.
Yeah, that's not that one.
Let me think. I don't.
Pass.
Is there another most important question?
Can I take the physical
question.
challenge on that one?
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. We need to set some kind of obstacle
Yes.
course up.
Yeah.
Would you like to use a
Right here.
lifeline?
Can we get the color back on the line?
Trust me, he doesn't know.
You wouldn't know.
It's your ass. It's your.
He doesn't know what the capital of the word I is.
I think we'll. I think we'll fold on this one. Actually, I guess.
Good.
All right.
All right. Well, you don't get to write your name on the wall. The answer, of course, is Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Oh my God! I knew there was clues. Bismarcky. I called it.
Well, it's not actually a clue. It's the answer itself.
Right, exactly. There is no clue around the room.
no
The
clue.
answer is on the wall.
Just the answer.
Oh man.
Yes.
One of these
Bismarck.
days, we're gonna get somebody that listens to the show on a regular basis as a guest, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Bismarck." Well, fuck you!
It always fucks with us when anybody gets it.
Damn. That sucks. All right.
It's all right, gentlemen. That's all right. The next most important question in the universe is...
I don't know. What am I supposed to ask? You
I
asked.
thought you had one lined up.
I thought
I figured you had something there.
that's my only question I ever asked.
I was just going out on a limb.
What's the capital of Alaska?
Juneau.
Sarah
No, I
Palin.
don't. That's why I'm
Sarah
asking you.
Palin.
Sarah Palin. Yeah.
Yes, Sarah Palin.
Anchorage. I don't know.
Sarah Palin.
That was awesome.
Sarah Palin, Alaska.
Yeah.
Palin.
You wait. It's gonna
Sarah
happen.
Palin gets a guile theme, I believe.
USA.
USA! All right, fantastic. We've taken this interview from reasonable to straight down to hell, gentlemen.
Ridiculous.
Thank you.
What else is new? We always start off with the normal interview kind of stuff, and then
Yes.
it's just
What do you
like,
play? What do you guys do?
Right, we try to ease you
like,
into
what
it.
kind of
before we-
dogs do you like to rape when they're dead?
Right.
Yes.
6:45, all bets are off. Now, tell us a little bit about the shows you guys have done. What is your favorite show that you've ever played? Each one of you. We'll go around the room here. Tony looks like he's got it.
I mean, each show is you learn something from, but recently the one that sticks out is really when we had our CD release show. That felt
Okay.
like the culmination of just performance. Everything was fucking tight.
Where'd
And
you guys
just
do it
felt
at?
great. Mohawk Place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Mohawk's
we
great
Mohawk
room.
is kind of one of those regulars. It's real good to us. It's real good to all the bands in our scene. It's kind of cool little rock club, and we can always pretty much be playing there any whatever given night. But yeah, we want to book. There's a lot more. Nietzsche's we just played at. That's a classic venue. That's awesome. But
Always great.
Our dreams are beyond and bigger. So
To the sky.
dun dun dun.
You want to play on the moon?
All right, go
Is that a
around.
thing? Can we do that?
What's your shows? Favorite shows?
What's your favorite show?
Favorite show? It would have to
Tell
be when I play by myself in my room.
That is a sick venue, man.
Yeah,
That's a shit
I have
show.
a great time with myself and my guitar.
Ew.
This is not sexual.
Could have went somewhere else with that.
Was there a dead dog present? Because
You got me.
Wait a
you
second.
got me.
something has to sweeten this deal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree with Tony. Our CD release show at Mohawk was a pretty kick-ass show. It was a good time. We had good support.
Who'd you guys play with that night?
We played with Slip Madigan, great band, and the Fairweathers.
Fairweathers, yeah.
Also another awesome,
There's a lot of
great,
awesome
great
bands.
rock
There's a lot
band
of them
around
here.
here in the scene that kicks
Very
ass
cool.
as well. So,
Very
yeah.
cool. Mohawk's a great room. It's just a great venue for Buffalo.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
redid the sound there too, so it's you can hear yourself when you're up there.
Yeah,
now.
it's awesome
really good.
playing.
Yeah, and they have the best light guy in town.
Yeah, Dan, man.
Dan is phenomenal.
Unreal.
Yeah.
All right, Larry.
Well, I don't want to be a cop out and say the album release show, which actually really was my favorite show. But we played.
No, previous answers cannot be reused. we only let Josh do that.
Just because he's the singer.
Because he's 1A.
Yeah, he's 1A. I'm 1B, so I guess I'll have to pick. Well, we played this house party in July called Glenapalooza. It's in North Collins, and it was actually our last show with The Found.
Oh, nice. The Found. We had those guys on the
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
years
Yeah,
ago.
they're awesome.
Yeah,
Near and dear
and,
friends. And
our cousin
their
Ben
cousin
was
Ben.
the drummer for The Found, and he recently moved to Nashville, so that was his last show. So that was one of my favorite
nice.
shows, definitely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Any kind of festival that you can get in any sort of remote location is
Yeah.
generally pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We're hoping to do it next year too. So
Yeah. Be even wilder.
Shay, hit us with it.
We're going
You
to
look,
Lollapalooza.
you look like you're brewing up something over there.
My favorite show for me was our very first show, just because on a personal level, I hadn't played drums out in a long time. And I grew up playing drums, from 5th grade on, and I played piano growing up, and I moved into an apartment right after high school, and it was an upper. My landlord lived underneath me. She was about 80 years old, out of 85. It changed all the time. She yelled at us, and I couldn't play my drums there. I lived there for 7 years because she didn't want the drums played. And I didn't have anywhere else to just stay in the attic,
Yeah.
So instead, I picked up guitar, and then I started playing guitar, and me and Josh would jam, and finally I moved out of the apartment, and I became a big boy, and got set my drums up, and about month and a half, 2 months after, Larry was like, "Hey, you want to play drums?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude, can I still do this? I don't know, it's been a while since I played drums." So
It's awesome.
But after a little bit, it's like riding a bike. I feel me getting stronger. All the time. So
that's awesome.
Can I interject
freedom
here?
to play again.
I thought you were gonna go with the Gene Krupa story.
yeah.
I kind of thought I was going there.
You guys familiar with Gene Krupa?
Absolutely.
This
Gene
is
Krupa.
awesome.
I thought he was gonna do the G.
Yeah. Wait, what
This
happened?
is-
Wait a minute.
This story
All
is so
right,
sick.
all right.
Right through the best part
This
of the
story is
story.
hilarious.
Hit us with the Gene Krupa story.
So soon after I moved into my apartment as a freshly 17-year-old, don't know what I want to do with my life kind of guy, set the drums up in the attic. I figure the attic's at least 2 floors away from her. Started playing the drums one day and get done playing, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I was like, huh? Go down the stairs, and she opens the door. She's like, "What the hell's going on out there?" I was like, "Oh, I was just playing my drums." She's like, "Well, you're not very good." I'm like, I go, "Well, I don't know. I've been playing them for a while. 5th grade. I was in stage band, jazz band, and I'm pretty sure I could hold a beat at least." And she goes, "Yeah, well, you're no Gene Krupa." and she's like, "Have a good one." I was like, my fucking 80-year-old landlord just dissed me. That's the best.
You're no Gene
Yeah.
Krupa.
So from then on, I didn't play my drums. I just stayed in the attic, and so that first show for me, I was like, "Sweet, this is fun."
still
Freedom to
funny.
run
Yeah,
again.
I've heard that
Fucking
story
fun.
like
Yeah, man.
50,000 times.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Like, lady, maybe not, but who is? Christ, the man's been dead for 40 years. Move on. There's other drummers now.
I don't play traditional with a side stick and shit. What the fuck? Sticks are like this.
Just sit out like.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. All right, we're going to go around the room one more time, and then we're going to get back into the CD. You guys going to, I see you brought drums and guitars.
Why are we going to get back in the CD?
Are you going to do a little jam for us?
Yeah, we could do a
All right,
live acoustic.
we'll get into the CD, and then we'll come back and we'll do,
the way they get
we'll
set
do
up.
a little jam out. But before we do that, we need to learn a little bit more about each and every one of you. Tell us one interesting factoid from each member of the band about yourself. It doesn't have to be music related, preferably not. Something that maybe your other bandmates don't even know. Something that maybe your own parents don't know.
That'll be hard.
Or maybe something that everybody knows.
Family members.
Maybe just
That'd be interesting. I want to hear from them something they don't know about each other.
That's interesting,
That's the
yeah.
two brothers there. That might be interesting.
We've
Is this a
had
closet party? What is this?
We've had people tell us, that they're magicians, that they're rocket scientists, that all sorts of interesting things. One guy had a video of his cat reading poetry. Of course, it wasn't really his cat. It was, just
It was him reading poetry while his cat's just sitting there kind
Video
of
of his
looking
cat,
like, what the
yes.
fuck is going on?
Oh my god.
YouTube.com/majestic barf bag for that one.
Majestic bag. That's a true story.
Oh,
So anything, could be anything. Tell us about yourselves. One interesting
Tony
factoid.
first.
Tony, what do you think? Tony looks like he's drawing a blank over
Yeah,
there.
I can't. I'm trying to think of
There's
something.
nothing interesting about you. Come
I'm
on,
in a
Tony.
band.
Everyone's interesting.
I don't know.
I'm in a band. I work at a guitar factory. Josh. Yeah.
Well.
Wait, do you really work at Guitar Factory?
Yep.
That's where I've seen you before.
Yeah.
If George was here,
yeah, George is like the patron saint of the Guitar Factory.
Yes,
I
he is.
probably know him. I probably
You
know him.
probably
big guy, goatee. George.
I probably, if I see, I work
Short
in the
sleeves.
back. I
Oh,
work
okay.
up front.
I've seen you there before. I
Yeah,
know I have
cool.
because I live out in South Buffalo, so that's
Oh, nice.
it's my.
I might be living there soon.
Yes, George loves Guitar Factory. He talks
does.
about Guitar Factory
See?
constantly at
That's
every
hilarious.
show, so it's a
Right
shame,
there.
shame
Something
he's not with us
interesting.
this
Yeah.
evening.
Something interesting right there.
Well,
Josh.
I have an interesting story.
All right, let's hear it, my
We don't
friend.
want stories. We want
Well,
answers.
me and
We want answers. We want them now. God damn it.
our beloved drummer Shay Ran, or is it Rain? I'm sorry.
It's
I
Ran.
apologize.
It's Ran on
Is that
the
our- yeah,
album.
the
It's
album.
Rayin in real life.
And I believe it was around 2008. Me and him took a lovely road trip to Chicago for Lollapalooza, and we were able to catch amazing bands, Black Keys, but we
Rage
got to
Against
see
the
Rage
Machine.
Against the Machine there, which
Fucking
was
awesome.
which was amazing. And that's not even the best part of the trip. Because on the way home, we were driving, smoking a blunt, and got pulled over by a cop, but got away with it, so we were all good. So
Just got pulled over for speeding. that's
yeah,
all.
we got pulled over for speeding, and that ticket cost $400. So don't go 20 miles over the speed limit in another state because they just bill
Just
you.
racing
Oh, yeah,
and
I
it
smoke-
goes
I've,
rolling
I've
down the
done that.
highway.
Miles go higher,
We were
so
going-
does
Oh, yes.
the bill. And
Yeah, well, we were going to the toll booth.
Yeah, I was going
We were
through
like
the toll booth.
50 yards from the toll booth, and he's just cruising.
What state
not
was
one
this
of my
in? Can I ask
brightest
what's
moments.
state?
Illinois.
It was in
It was
Illinois.
Illinois.
Right, we had
Ooh.
just left Lollapalooza after like 3 days of partying, being there, and it was just like, can't wait to get home.
Yeah, I drove. Me and my buddy
Always
drove to
solid.
Seattle one time. We came home with like $300 worth of speeding tickets.
Oh my god.
It's brutal, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Larry, interesting.
Well, most people know, but I don't have a colon. My colon was removed a few years ago.
Really?
Interesting. That is very interesting.
Colinator.
Yeah, I had ulcerative colitis. Oh. And I got a bad case of it, so I had to go through a few surgeries, but I'm all better now. So.
Well, that's good.
Actually, right after my last surgery is when Tony got in touch with me to play.
I remember
some
that.
band,
It was like
so-
2 weeks after.
Yeah. So I mean, it was
still
kind of like one of
healing.
those things. It was just like the right time, you know.
Yeah, a lot of that happened with a lot of different things, and even lining up shows and stuff. And it's weird. There seems to be, and it could be just, but every show we've had, and this year's been active cosmically in solar, the solar, what are they, eruptions or the solar flares?
Solar flares, yeah.
Yeah, but all this stuff, and there's been like the one show was at our CD release. There was the meteor shower, like that. There was all these crazy ones, and then one that's not really cosmic, but in a sense it is. Neil Armstrong died, and we had
On
a
Saturday
show.
with our show with
It was a show, so we dedicated to him.
So yeah, we dedicated.
But I actually thought of kind of an interesting thing. I was almost killed right before I turned 2. I was attacked by dogs. Someone was walking me, and I didn't think of it before.
There we go.
Yeah,
now we're talking.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to tell
It
you
ripped me.
about
I
that.
can't go back. Ripped me up, and I got like, there's like scars all through here, and there's I think it's like my left eye or something. It's gone away over time, but my eye was torn out, and I had to be rushed to the hospital. It was out in the country. It was crazy. Yeah, I was real close to.
Actually, I don't think I knew that story.
Really?
No.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Points
Well,
for him.
fuck me sideways. We succeeded. Yeah, anywho.
Shay.
All right, you've got to top the dog attack and the man without a colon.
Wow, what am I doing? Man, those are some stories right there. When I fell on a pair of scissors one time, it was like an inch away from my temple.
Oh my god!
I've thrown up jello all over the fucking stairs.
I was like, sounds like a little kid.
It was like I
incident.
was, yeah.
What the fuck? Was it in school?
I like to cook. I enjoy cooking a lot. I make some.
You gotta cook for me. I see. I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Nice, man.
I love cooking.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Why don't you bring some food to practice? Because
you guys are always fucking high.
Cooking seems to be a secret talent among a lot of musicians. I mean, like you cook, I cook. Our one of our co-hosts, Kyle, he cooks. It's just, yeah, we could cook.
It gets rhythmic,
There you go.
No, I don't know.
That's a good skill
I
to
just
have.
enjoy it. When it comes out good, you're like, yeah, I did that.
That is awesome.
Comes out like shit. No, I ordered that.
Yeah,
that came
right,
from.
yeah.
I ordered that from a place down the street.
This is the last.
I didn't feel like cooking, so I ordered it. It cost me $30.
That's awesome.
The old lady downstairs gave it to me.
All right, let's get back into the CD. Where do we go from here, gentlemen?
In tow?
Yeah.
Whoa, sorry, Dark Matter. We totally said two different songs at the same time.
Dark Matter. That's all right. That's all right.
We looked at each other all confidently, like he's like, "You ready to say it?" Like we're both thinking the same thing. And he's like, "Dark Matter." I'm like, "In tow."
We'll do a couple of tunes. We'll take a little smoke
do
break
Into
here in
and
the
Dark
studio,
Matter,
and
back to back.
We'll get you guys set up, and we'll come back and do a little bit of a live jam out.
4 or 5.
Oh, baby!
All right, fellas. Our band of the week, Cosmic Shakedown. This is Dark Matter. Check it out.
She
welcome back to the Noah's Ark Show. Apparently it's just me right now. The band, Cosmic Shakedown. Last two tracks we heard, Dark Matter and In Tow, from their latest release, Fake American Dream. If you're on the Ustream, I'm holding it up to you right now. Well, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about because the band and Noah are both not here. It's just me in the studio. Live here on the Noah's Ark Show on Western New York Radio. You could give us a call anytime, 716-402-4218. Yeah, I really don't know what to talk about because, well, it's not my show. I have my own show, but this isn't it. And if you're wondering where Noah is...
Noah is a drunk.
That's where Noah is. Anyways, you're listening to the Noah's Ark Show, allwesternyorkradio.com. We're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m., normally followed by the Thomas Loop. Whether or not there's one of those tonight, I don't know. Got the Candyland Countdown on Tuesdays, sipping scotch. Normally I have co-hosts, and it's not just me sitting here babbling into the microphone. But let's see. Let's just get some music. Some background music here. This is the Noah's Ark Show. I am Big Sofa. I'm here by myself. You ever see Wayne's I'm having a good time. Not. Well, they left me here alone in the studio. We're going to talk about Fake American Dream. That's the album from Cosmic Shakedown. It is, let's see, 10 tracks on the album. Pretty good stuff from what I've heard so far. We got Mary, Tony, Shay, and Josh in the studio. Well, not in the studio. They're with Noah somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how to use Noah's new computer either. Why they leave me alone in the studio? There we go. A little less time. So, hey, while I'm here on my own here in the studio, while I have a break in the action, I do want to put the word out there. George, our usual co-host, and I, we're looking for a drummer for our band, Think So Brain. We're also looking for a guitar player. So whenever we, anybody that's interested, give us a call here at the studio, 402-4218. Leave a voicemail for us or give us an email. thinksobrain@gmail.com. Let us know you're interested. It's I Think So Joe here in the studio, waiting for Noah and the band to get back because I've really got nothing to talk about until they get here. I wasn't prepared to host the show by myself. Anyway. Here come the band. Maybe we'll have stuff to talk about. Heard two great songs from the album Fake American Dream. Our band of the week here, Cosmic Shakedown, getting back into the studio here. I still don't have my host here, so it's just me and the band. What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Hello.
Yo.
Well-needed smoke break.
Did you guys kill Noah while you were off? Is that why he's not back yet?
Yeah. He gave up.
Stop talking bad about us.
All right, so we heard a couple of songs off the album here. We heard Dark Matter, and we heard In Tow, so tell us a little bit about those songs while we're waiting to get everything situated here.
They're both slightly heavy songs.
Yeah, nice rock feel.
But we like to do that.
Get your toes tapping.
We kind of hit on all phases. There's kind of there's a different feel throughout the CD, kind of,
Yeah.
But we like going hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of different styles. We're really because acoustic was so much of us was acoustic based starting out. It's
right.
Our sound, yeah, which is good. We're able to a lot of songs take on
tap
different
into a lot of
lives.
different
Yeah.
influences,
Things morph. It's But enough fucking rambling for me.
Yikes. Yeah. Tony could talk your ear off. I don't know if you noticed.
I grabbed him.
All right.
A little too high, huh?
Jesus, Joe, your ass is on fire. The seat is so hot.
Wow.
I had to put your sweaty headphones on to sit there.
Oh. Wow, did this just go where?
Shit just got real right there.
Shit just got real. Normally does about this time. 7:15, it gets real. All right, let's get you guys set up. You're going to jam out some acoustic tunes for us?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, why don't you guys go ahead and start tuning up and getting ready. Okay. In the meantime, Joe's going to tell us a story.
Noel and I are going to sit here and argue amongst ourselves. That's what we're going to do.
No, I thought you had.
Why is the seat so warm?
Yeah, why?
They're gonna go to the playoffs this year.
Let's talk about why they have depth this year. Maybe they will.
Hey,
I hope they do.
I got Randy Moss in my fantasy team.
I wish them the best.
I picked up Randy Moss.
I tell you what, while we do that, why don't we quickly run over our football pick results
from 2 weeks ago, because we didn't do them last week.
That's
and
right.
I wasn't here.
That's
when we
right.
did them, so.
That's right. And for the record, Kyle tried to phone in his lock pick for this week. I don't know. Do we accept that? Can we accept
no.
that? No, we can't accept that. All right, fair enough. All right, preseason week 2
I'm
football
picking the
picks.
Baltimore Orioles on his behalf.
Kyle and George not here to represent themselves, but I can confidently say that they're both losers. I was the grand champion with my 9 victories. And let's see, I had locked in Buffalo against Minnesota. Don't know what I was thinking on that one, but it's the beginning of a long season.
Let me tell you something, though. It's preseason. You cannot judge a team based on the preseason. Now, I'll give you an example.
All right.
Last year, Buffalo started the season off against Kansas City. Kansas City went undefeated in the preseason. They didn't win a game until like week 14.
Better example. The Detroit Lions a few years back lost every single game of the regular season. Their record in the preseason, 4-0.
Exactly. I mean, that's the point.
They're like, guys, we got to get our victories now.
Yeah, let's get them out of the way.
Our third stringers are better than theirs. Let's go.
All right, because I lost the lock bet, I have to say George is a sexy bitch 10 times. Did that count as 1?
I'll count that as 1.
Okay, George is a sexy bitch. 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 George loves Guitar Factory and is a sexy bitch. George is a sexy bitch. George is one sexy bitch.
All right.
That's 10, right?
That's 10.
All right, Kyle won his lock bet. He got lucky on that one. George lost his lock-in of Kansas City and owes us a vat of Monty Python's Holy Ale. We took it easy on the bets because it is preseason.
Yeah.
Joe, you had locked in the Hartford Whalers being not here.
Okay.
So the Hartford Whalers did not pull out the victory, unfortunately.
Damn.
Not many victories in Hartford these days. You have to drink poison water from the crack over there from the dehumidifier.
I'm not doing that.
All right, fair enough. I don't think we'll pick preseason week 4 because
I don't think so because it's just the 2 of us,
my friend. What's the sense?
Next week is when we get into the big money games.
All right, the guys are they're getting set up over here. I think what we'll do is just have you guys basically use your vocal mics there for the guitars as well.
Just
Get as
kinda
close
lay
as
them
you can
down
up into that. Yeah, lay
yeah.
those down flat, angle them however you would like. Grab that 57. Just turn that over towards the edge of the table there for you, sir, Larry. Drums sound like they're coming through. That's a good sign.
Definitely a good sign.
All right. All right, here we go.
All right. What do we start with?
Let's do. We're gonna do New Orleans. This is on side 2. If you get the vinyl.
Cosmic Shakedown, our band of the week here in studio live jam. Check it out.
Oh wait, I feel like well, you kind of were supposed to already tune, but I guess we could kill.
1A is doing some tuning.
This one is called the tuning song.
All right. And then I was. I know. New Orleans.
Very nice. Very
Thank
nice,
you.
gentlemen.
Oh, sorry. I just totally knocked you into the wall. It was so good that we're getting rowdy.
It's turned into a cage match down here. Ow! Our band of the week, Cosmic Shakedown. They're here in studio doing a live jammo for us.
Rusty Tracks next? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Rusty Tic Tacs, Rusty Track Marks. It's got a lot of other alternative names we've given it over. You get bored with your own songs, you know?
Yeah.
My apologies. I'm back. I want to hear your political song when you're done.
I gotta get the rest of my band together, man.
Okay, yeah, when it's done though, I want to hear it.
Yeah, I've got a bass player and me.
That's hard, but still, I want to hear that.
All right, ready.
And thrill. Come on, baby, down my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna be somebody someday. You know it's true. You know it's true, baby. Love is coming down to rescue you. I've been on the road all day. You're gonna be somebody someday. You know it's true. You know it's true, baby. Love is coming down to rescue you. You know it's true, baby. Love is coming down to rescue you. You wanna be where you're all alone in me. Who's the one that you wanna meet when you're all alone in me? This old train is taking me far away. I have nothing to do but so much to say. I paved this path all by myself. Baby, maybe someday you will come in and we'll go away. But I'm feeling so free. Come on, baby, be with me. You're gonna be somebody someday. You know it's true. You know it's true, baby. Love's gonna come down and rescue you. I've been on the road all day. You're gonna be somebody someday. You know it's true. You know it's true, baby. Love is coming down to alone in need? Who's the one that you wanna meet? Well, you're all alone in need. Who's the one that you wanna meet? Well, you're all alone in need.
Very cool. Our band of the week, Cosmic Shakedown, rocking out in studio. Gets a little warm in the studio. It's all right.
I know I did. I
messed up,
fucked
not
up.
you. I said I messed
No,
up.
I did too. I fucked up a part.
Those are the first two videos I've ever taken with this phone. So congratulations.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
That song kicks off side 2. We were really happy with like the way we put it together from 1 to 10, and it flowed really well. So
That's what I was trying to make that point that I was kind of like rambling through earlier that I went nowhere with. Was that this is an example of like this, and then NO, and then like Dark Man. You know, we write like different. There's not really a style until some producer puts us all in suits. And
Right.
No, we're Rust Belt rock. That's our style.
There you go.
Nice.
Rust Belt rock.
we've adopted Rust Belt rock.
There needs to be
as our,
something new.
Very nice.
Just drop it. Almost. That's awesome.
I need to get a copy of that vinyl from you guys. That's cool.
Oh, of course, man. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I got one in my car.
Do you want to do the new one?
Yeah. You guys can do a couple more? What do you think?
Oh, One Life?
We have a new
We're gonna do
song.
a new song.
I think we get like
It was just
maybe one
came-
more, and then we could do the step.
All right, yeah.
Because we're running low on time.
That sounds good.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to hear the new song.
This is gonna be. We want it to be our closing track on the next record.
Yeah.
Very
a
nice.
little foreshadowing into the future.
Now, how new is this song? Are you debuting this for the world right
Yes,
now?
the world is
The world
brace
Official
brace
world
yourself.
debut, yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
We played it at a release show. But,
Worldwide?
Yeah,
It kind of came to me in a dream I had. I was sitting in my bed naked, not sure. No, never
How else would you be sitting in bed?
Excuse me. No.
Woo!
Fucking hot out there, man.
You're making me crazy.
This corner all the way. Stop if you can't pay. I live my life on the porch, watching the storm rolling, wasting my life away in the bitter cold. My whole family hates me, and I feel like a ball and chain. Why is my only friend running through my veins? I feel numbness come over me. I fall right through the floor, wasting my life away in the bitter cold. My whole family hates me, and I feel like a ball and chain. Heavy rain's falling on my head. I can't seem to find the shade. This needle pierces in my heart. I can't seem to feel the pain. Wasting my life away in the bitter cold. Whole family hates me, and I feel like a ball and chain.
Awesome.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Our band of the week, Cosmic Shakedown, rocking out in the studio. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I will tell you, and it is not a lie, the pleasure is all on this side of the
Oh,
table.
absolutely.
In the words of Office Space.
I was just going to say.
Not going to work here anymore.
All right, so the first song was New Orleans.
Yep.
What was the second one?
Rusty Tracks, and that
Rusty
one's
Tracks.
called One Life.
One
not
Life.
One Love. One Life.
One love.
Let's get together and be
I got to notate that so I can put them up on the Facebook with the proper titles later.
Right on.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
So New Orleans and Rusty Tracks off of the album, but One Life going to close out the next album.
That's the plan, yeah.
So when's that one getting started?
We've already started.
Just got to get through all this.
About 3 or 4 ones to put on
Yeah,
there
we got
so far.
we got 3 or 4 new ones that we're working on. We got pretty solid, and hopefully by the beginning of next year we'll start getting it together and working on studio time.
Fuck yeah.
From the angle that I was shooting that last song at, it looked like you were singing into his elbow. Still for you.
Perfect.
Larry's factoid, he actually has a microphone for an elbow. All right. It sounds just like Frampton. Somehow. Oh, thank you, gentlemen.
What do you say we get into some staff?
All right, we're going to get into the Scott Stapp infection. Gentlemen, I hope you'll stick around and help us sort through this mess.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. So it begins.
I turned your volume down.
Yes, I noticed. All right, radio fans, every week we here on the Nozark Show, we do the Scott Stapp infection for you. We pour over the music headlines. We find out what all of the rock stars and rappers are up to, who's been sued, who's arrested, who died in their bathtub this week, who was caught with the giant black dildo in their ear. It makes no sense, I know.
Mariah's at it again, huh?
Mariah's always at that game. And yet we try to sort through the heap of it, bring to you the finest, most disgusting examples of our brethren out there making waves.
And then some weeks we just try to do stuff and it just doesn't happen.
That's right. Some weeks we try to do things in well-worn boots in studio and they just take over. God bless them for doing it.
That was insane.
So we're gonna revisit one of the stories from last week.
This
to
is a
start
story
off,
we
right?
started with last week.
All right. We need to delve a little bit further. We need to unpack this a little bit more.
Kiss is celebrating their upcoming 40th anniversary in a big way with the launch of a massive new photo book. Now, standing at 3 feet high and 2.5 feet wide, Monster follows the journey of the band through 127 rare and never-before-seen photographs taken from the Kiss archives. The book, which was printed by the same binder used by the Vatican, is limited to 1,000 copies and is hand-signed, dated, and numbered by the band. The price tag for this book, $4,250. Wow. That's per copy.
Is that on Amazon?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Well, that's Gene Simmons for you. He's the
That's
whole.
Gene, yeah.
He's just all the market. They got a Kiss coffin. I mean, that said it all.
Dimebag
Kiss
Darrell was
just
buried
like,
in that.
They got
He's like, okay, here's what we're doing. We're going to make a book. We're going to make it on a Gutenberg press. It's going to be huge. No, I mean literally huge, where you cannot carry it through a door. We're going to charge $80,000 for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for Kiss. I mean, what?
That's crazy.
$4,000. Would anybody here spend $4,200 on a book?
It sounds
that's
like
just
they want it to
pictures
be the
of
Kiss Bible. It's almost like their own Bible or something. I can't do that for any band.
Does it come with its own pyrotechnics?
I just think that's all.
You would hope.
That has nothing to do with music.
I love Kiss. Kiss is awesome, but
You open the book and your house just catches on fire.
but they are over the top. They've always been that way.
Yeah, they just turn into a Yeah, it's all.
Is anyone out there a big enough Kiss fan to pay $5,000 for a gigantic book?
I
That's
think there is.
Nope,
but
I'm
that's
not.
Why that's why they had it out, because there's people that buy in coffins. That had
That's
to be
true.
A few thousand. That's he market that's his.
There are people that will buy Kiss anything.
Exactly,
So with 1,000 copies of this in existence, somebody will buy this thing. Somebody will buy 500 copies of it.
Yeah.
Someday this is going to show up on Pawn Stars. Some guy just lugs this into. I guess no. Get it out. Get it out. Back the way you came through the loading door.
All right. Well, speaking of books, Sebastian Bach is thinking of becoming a slave to a different kind of grind soon. The former Skid Row singer who's been touring as a solo act since 1996 tells Billboard, or some variation thereof,
Well,
that
didn't he took a break in there to be Jesus Christ Superstar, right?
He did.
Just want to point that out.
What was that? Our Hondurans aren't proofreading, by the way. That he's been approached with a very nice offer to write an autobiography, and he's considering taking pen in hand to do it. It seems like such an overwhelming project, notes Bach, who is nevertheless confident that he has the goods to make the project work. Oh, my story is insanely insane, he adds.
Insanely insane. You wouldn't fucking believe how insane this shit is, man. I was in Skid Row. That's the beginning and the end of the book.
I like this one. I think I could do a hell of a book. I could make Motley Crue's The Dirt look clean if I wanted to. Or it could also be a photo book of the early Skid Row pictures that chicks from the internet cannot get enough of the pinups and stuff.
Sebastian Bach makes a gigantic book where he actually lives inside of the book. And he comes out and tells you stories from the
Go
road.
home with Sebastian Bach.
This one time I saw this guy die. But I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Savage animal.
The hell was that guy's name again?
I actually once killed Tommy Lee.
Yeah, that show with him and Ted Nugent.
That fucking ridiculous show. With
And
oh, jeez, I know what you're talking about.
John Bonham. It was on VH1. John
I know
Bonham's
what you're
son.
talking
Jason
about.
Bonham, yeah, and someone else.
They were coming up for names, and he's like, "No, he's all
he's like,
serious.
savage
It's
animal.
like what we are. We're pure rock and roll, like a savage animal, hungry." And everyone's just like, "No, man." Even the other ridiculous people knew that was ridiculous. That's what I love.
What else?
What's next?
Devo, the
Devo.
Ohio-based
Yeah.
band founded 4
Yeah,
years
not
ago in the
New York,
aftermath of the deadly Kent State University shootings, will officially unleash its fury on Mitt Romney with a song called "Don't Roof Rack Me, Bro."
I like it.
Timely.
Just one day before the Republican National Convention. It'll be released via iTunes Sunday to coincide with National Dog Day. It's written by Gerald Cassell and recorded on August 7th. The song offers a biting commentary on Romney's racking of Seamus, the family dog, to a roof of the station wagon during the 12-hour drive to Canada in 1983.
We've all done it.
Hey,
We've
wait,
all
wait,
done
wait.
it.
You wanna hear
There's, Mitt Romney has
I
killed
wanna hear
people.
it.
This
Wanna
is
hear it?
the
Here it
worst
goes.
thing he's done.
I love it.
Devo's become very political in their old age.
What are they, like 50? I mean, come on. What is this?
Mark Mothersbaugh's like, I got this. Don't roof rack me, bro.
They get attention.
You just don't get the sense that there's a heart inside Romney, Cassell told us, adding that the song is not an endorsement of President Obama. There is still, to me, a difference between the two of them, and the difference is mostly about the character of the man.
All right, we're going to get into some fucking Devo. If we're going down the Devo road, let's do this.
Please do.
You had to know I was Googling it over here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
This reminds me of good. This is when MTV was good.
And this was
Absolutely.
When MTV
and that
played
and I
videos.
believe "Whip It" was a
first
political song, right? A very political song. I don't know. Just fucking around.
Hey, speaking of political songs,
It's about
Dave,
Ronald Reagan's
Yes.
sexual liaisons. With
Dave Grohl gave Foo Fighters fans quite the scare Monday night, telling the audience in England's Reading Festival that the performance would be the last show of the tour and that the last show for a long time. But not to worry, the Foos still have a few shows lined up in the near future. While hasty fans and reports misinterpreted Grohl's comments as news that the veteran band was splitting, that's simply not the case. And for those worried, they might have missed the Foos' final performance. There will at least be 4 shows in the next month. First, the Foos are scheduled to perform at the Rock the Vote event September 5th at the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yay.
That's something
They would.
That's just because the internet age. That stuff spreads so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's really in essence not even a real story, you know? Because it's just like, because if that would have said any other time and people didn't have the internet to run home and be like, oh my God, Dave Grohl said, you know, whatever, like that wouldn't have happened then.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're not familiar with the Scott Stapp infection. None of these are real stories.
Yeah.
These
they're all
people's
fake.
daily
Now I know.
movements.
Now I know.
They're embarrassing to
Wow.
the utmost.
I mean, what kind of story has a band called Pussy Riot?
Pussy
We're
Riot.
back again!
I love Pussy Riot. This is one of my favorite new bands. They come out, they mock Putin, they go to jail.
3 members of the Pussy Riot punk band have appealed the court's decision to jail them for 2 years for their punk prayer against Russian leader Vladimir Putin in a Moscow cathedral, their lawyer said Monday.
Here is appeal in Russia. You appeal, you go to jail longer.
The stunt angered Russia's dominant Orthodox Church, but the women's trial and punishment also upset human rights activists and others who accused the Kremlin and the church of orchestrating the trial amid a crackdown on Putin's critics.
Putin must whip you.
Protests supporting the women have been held in many countries, and celebrities such as Paul McCartney have called for their release.
Oh, the Beatles says you got to.
Oh, of course. Hey, speaking of the Beatles, Mark David Chapman, who killed John Lennon, was denied release from a prison in his 7th appearance before parole board, New York corrections officials said. Chapman, 57, was denied parole by a 3-member board after a hearing Wednesday, the State Department of Corrections said Thursday. The transcript of his latest hearing wasn't immediately released.
You know, the funny thing is that the parole board was all Who fans, too. They're like, we didn't even get it with the Beatles, but you're still staying. You're still fucked in the head, you and your 3 names. You got 3 names. Parole denied.
Yeah, that's a sign right there.
Just in time for the release of his new compilation, the singer Art Garfunkel is singing again.
Oh, thank God.
Who was sidelined with vocal paralysis in 2010, scratching a planned Simon & Garfunkel North America tour, recorded a pair of new songs for the singer, Lena and Long Way Home, both produced by Maya Sharp.
I sometimes wonder what Art Garfunkel has been up to for all these years. I wonder what kind of sad, lonely existence he's leading.
Speaking of vocal problems, Papa Roach singer Jacoby Shaddix is undergoing the knife to remove a nodule on his left vocal cord, forcing the alt-rock band to pull out of the Uproar Festival tour. So if you went the other day...
I'm not going now.
with that.
If you went the other day, then
They're bad.
too bad.
Burning down the house.
That's right. We're staying with the Devo era. Going over to the Talking Heads here.
This is a guy here that you can tell has vocal problems by the way he sings.
Put on some bangles after.
And don't get me wrong, I like Papa Roach. I saw him 4 times in the first 2 years they were out.
Oh, okay.
That lead singer's a dick.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're a dick. You get vocal problems.
Kobe
Yeah.
dick.
So watch out, kids.
A lot of dick and throat.
Indeed. Hey, speaking of guys that sound like they have vocal problems, in his studio, hidden away from the noise of New York, Busta Rhymes thumbs through tracks on his latest LP, Year of the Dragon. Between puffs of Newports, he pauses to deliver brief commentary on each song. I love challenging artists, he says as he plays a song featuring Gucci Mane. The track features the candy-painted rapper on a DJ Ted Smooth produced cut, and as soon as the first note hits the eardrums, it's clear the Staten Island native has struck gold. Make It Look Easy is one of several tracks on Year of the Dragon that has caught the attention of Google. Partnering with the veteran rapper in August 2011 before he signed a label deal with Cash Money last fall, Google developed a deal that allowed the 13-track album to be released exclusively through its Google Play service for free on August 21st. By the way, I have the album. It is actually pretty good.
Wow, really? Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't resist. It was free.
He's kind of like a veteran guy of that scene now, in a way.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Yeah.
It was free. And
yeah, he's got the cred then.
It was free, and it's like, oh, it's Busta Rhymes. I like Busta Rhymes. Let me check this out.
He's pretty wacky. He's always been wacky, doing his own thing.
It's a little bit more like hardcore than like his previous stuff. Like the previous stuff was all that kind of fast, kind of like. Now it's more like. Yeah. Now it's more like, you know, just kind of
straightforward.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah.
Really good. It's a. I'll give him credit. It's a really good album.
That's cool.
So,
That's awesome.
it is free right now on Google Play. Get it while you can.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool that I got it for free. I'm like, free album. I usually go on there to get the free song of the day. They do a free song of the day every day, and just like, oh, what's this? Free Busta Rhymes album? Fuck it, I'm buying it. It's free. I'm not gonna pay for it.
What's the bus?
Already 34 dates into the Globetrotting MDNA tour, Madonna embraced the opportunity to address her first American audience at Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Center on Tuesday. She's got to make this tap every week. She's the candidate for the winner next year.
Nearly every week, she's racking up the Scott Step Championship Series points.
In my country, we have freedom of speech. We have freedom of expression, she began in a mid-show breather, referencing her world tour, which began May 31st in Tel Aviv, Israel. She made a string of relevant references from jailed homosexuals in St. Petersburg to a show of support for the recently imprisoned Russian punk protesters.
Pussy Riot! Go Pussy Riot!
Don't get fat and lazy and take that freedom for granted. All right, finally our winner.
We have a winner. All right.
Rapper Beanie Siegel was arrested Wednesday on weapon and drug violations during a traffic stop just 2 weeks before he is scheduled to report to prison for failing to file taxes, state police said.
Let's make it official!
Nice.
Let's make it official, bitches!
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail for something fucking relevant for my fucking genre.
That's crazy.
The 38-year-old rapper, whose real name is, ready for this, Dwight Grant, was a passenger in a car pulled over on Interstate 95 in Tinicum Township, just south of his hometown of Philadelphia.
Well, Beanie Siegel's not anything like Dwight Grant.
No. Police say they found a gun in the car's console. Both Siegel and driver Gerald Andrews are felons banned from having such weapons, according to troopers. Andrews was also carrying several prescription bottles and a small amount of marijuana, police said. Siegel had more than $4,600 in cash. He was getting ready to buy the Kiss book.
Yeah.
Plus prescription pills and a bottle of codeine syrup, according to troopers. He had just enough money to buy the Kiss book.
I was on my way to Gene Simmons'
It all
house.
ties in with the first story.
It does. We come full circle here on the Staff
Beautifully put
Infection.
together.
We bash you in the face with a sledgehammer.
Yes. I love this song. I love Peter Gabriel.
By the way, the timing is probably just coincidental, but Siegel's latest album called This Time was released on Tuesday by Rough House Records.
No. Coincidence.
Somebody got arrested when they had an album coming out? You're kidding!
They can do that digital representation of him on the stage. He can still go on tour.
Tupac's dead and he's coming out.
That's right.
I know.
Elvis is on tour now. It's only a matter of time before Nirvana's on tour. They'll have the digital Kurt and the digital Dave Grohl and the real Chris Novoselic.
Chris like, I ain't doing nothing.
Fuck it. They paid me.
He throws his bass up in the air. You don't got to worry about it hitting like an actual person.
With digital bass. Everything else will be real.
I think he calls Dave every once in a while. He's like, you reach Dave Grohl's voicemail. Hey Dave, it's Chris. Remember I played bass in that band with you? Yeah. I hope it's. Just wondering how you're doing. I hope everything's good. Give me a call back. Same number I've had for years.
Same number.
It's your friend Chris from Nirvana.
And didn't he become like a politician or something?
I heard some weird story that he tried running for something like locally like years ago.
Was it in Alaska?
Just like local politics or something. Alaska.
I think
You're the boss of like a polar bear.
Was actually a mayor for a while.
I was watching Cops Alaska the other night,
They have cops Alaska.
Really?
That sounds sick.
They were taking helicopters from village to village. Like the sheriffs would fly to a village to arrest somebody, take them back to the main fucking village, and put them in jail.
That's crazy.
That's like, yeah, sometimes I got 16-hour days. I got, I fly all over.
Yeah, that's nuts.
All right, gentlemen, this is the part of the show where we completely open it up. We talk about the really crazy shit.
Real quick, Novoselic remains active in politics as an elected state committeeman, making appearances to advocate electoral reform.
Right on.
Good for him.
Well, he's out there
So
fighting
there
a
you
good
go.
fight.
That's
Good
awesome.
man.
Here we are
Yeah.
hating on him, too. He is doing
It's
something
all in
with
good
his life.
fun.
Yeah.
What
Poor
hating,
fucking
it's all in
guys.
good
He's
fun.
out there fighting for us right now.
Look at us.
You guys created history.
Okay, so yes, this is where we talk about the dog raping. Our caller was just a little bit early.
Yeah.
We normally
We
discuss
got-
the dog raping at this
You got
part of the
3
show.
minutes to tell us your best dog raping stories.
Yes, go. Larry looks like he's got one.
He's like,
I'm not sure if I'm ready to share that one yet.
He's like, what if my mom is listening?
I got one this one time in the woods. I saw a guy. The dog had long hair, and he was raping it. The caller, I actually was in the bushes. I watched it. So that's my first dog raping story.
And it was a long hair. Do you know the breed? Was it a
He
show
said
dog?
it was a long hair, and I can confirm it. Yes, it is.
Mine was already dead. It was still warm though. So, and that's I was in and out.
And in and out.
And that's it.
Just do your business.
Nobody saw me.
You don't glorify a situation like that. You just do what you gotta do and leave.
That's it. You get what you came for and you leave. It's the best way to handle dog rapings, I think.
I got no regrets. Yeah. Off the bucket list, I guess.
Number 8.
Number
You're
8.
making me horny. You're making me
Figured
horny.
Chris Hansen, it's about time you said something.
I'm big.
I'm big.
Okay, 2 more minutes, so we need more dog stories.
Yes, more dog raping.
Do you want to talk about that German Shepherd that we saw last week?
That sounds like a winner.
Oh, the one you ran
We
over.
could. That one's still debatable though. I think it was still. It wasn't dead fully.
It was the back legs were kind of moving, but
That's all you need. You know?
yeah.
Still warm.
Still warm. That's it.
Oh, Fido.
Tastes like chicken.
Fido's acting funny.
Now that we've thoroughly
I want to
horrified.
wrestle you so freaking bad.
All right, Chris, settle down. Settle down.
So freaky bad.
Maybe I'll bring ice cream.
All
I can
right.
put it on you and eat it off your body.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, then you can lick it off.
He just stops mid sentence. He wasn't expecting you to agree to it.
Okay, then you can lick it off me.
All
There it
right.
goes.
I'm in, Chris. We'll make this happen.
That show is crazy.
You bring the cameras. I'll bring the lube.
It's something hilarious.
Pulls a large sexual device out of his pants.
Where the hell would you think I would keep it? It's not in my backpack. I gotta have this thing ready to go.
I saw pointed out on a TV show the one time. I think it was The Daily Show, where they were showing, the narrations. That's a voice of the guy narrating, like the internet transcripts of what they're sending these, the kids. And they had they pointed out that in the one screenshot, like how it goes to like a fadey, like a blurry computer and a person typing or something to show like simulate the internet, them typing back and forth.
Right.
It goes to that simulated thing. Well, they pointed it out where when you look and it shows it's like the blurry computer screen and the keyboard and there's just like one hand. Like where's the other hand? It's just like type it. It was super
I just
funny.
hope
Finish your thoughts there, Chris.
too good to be true. Hee hee.
Where is that other hand? That's
Charlie's crapping out on you. Chris is crapping out on me.
That's right. None of our computerlicious friends want to work with us today. There you go, Charlie. Charlie, what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Here's your first pee test. Next one goes in your mouth. No, you won't get high. Boom.
Sounds like a lose, 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 my friend.
All right.
Thanks, Chuck.
It's 8 p.m.
All right. Time to call it a night.
There y'all.
I'll see you around.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you around.
Maybe in a week.
We will be back next week, but for right now, thank you to our band of the week, Cosmic Shakedown. You guys rock.
Yeah, rock on. Thank you,
Thank you so
boys.
much for coming in.
Real.
for having
Support
us, our
local
scraggly
music.
asses.
Support local music.
Hey, real quick, where can we see you next? I don't think we asked you that.
Yes, website. Where can the fans find
Yeah,
more?
we're on Facebook. Our next show officially is October 5th at DBGB's with Velvet Elvis.
There's going to be stuff in
Jack,
September, though.
And Telltale Signs.
Awesome.
We got some. Yeah, we got more.
Love
in
Handsome
September.
Jack.
It's definitely going to be.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
Thank you,
our
guys.
Band of the Week, Cosmic Shakedown. Check out their album, Fake American Dream. Find it on vinyl
It'll be on iTunes soon.
and on iTunes soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can give us a call anytime here at allwniradio.com. 716-402-4218 is our number. You can call and leave a voicemail in the middle of the night. We'll play it later, probably. You can also send us an email, noahsark@allwnyradio.com, and you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Noah's Ark Show. As if there was any other Noah's Ark on Facebook that you'd want to be finding. What's wrong with you people? We'll be back here next week raping dead dogs, talking with insane callers, and having more great local music. Thanks for tuning in. Till then, good luck. Have fun.
Maybe if I had a job, maybe if I tried real hard, maybe if I wasn't as strong.